This young boy is deaf, but with the help of a specialized instructor at the Sana'a-based Center for those with special needs in Yemen, he and others like him are learning the sounds of their Arabic language just the same. They are also being taught sign language, like these children learning the names for different animals. And they'll soon learn the sciences as well, like these older deaf children who are taking a class in anatomy, and others who are studying chemistry and physics. The main purpose is to teach them a language, any language, to allow them to learn, signs this special needs teacher. His school and others for special needs students are part of Yemen's Basic Education Development Project, one of many projects funded in the country by the World Bank's International Development Association, or IDA. The projects aim at assisting Yemen's most vulnerable citizens through a broad range of social and economic programs. The Basic Education Development Project pays special attention to including all children in the country's education system, especially students with special needs like these. Under the project, those with special needs are also being taught income-generating skills. Here, women are learning to sew and make handicrafts which are sold for profit afterwards. The education project also emphasizes increasing the enrollment and retention of girls by expanding the number of all-girls schools like this one. Observers say the creation of more girls' schools and more schools with separate facilities for girls in traditional Yemen are leading to an increase in the overall number of the country's educated women.
If you have a small little school where you had one bathroom, traditionally the girls would find it difficult and then they would gradually drop out. So this thing dawned on the management and they started creating a girls' school or a separate bathroom for the girls.
The program focuses as well on building and improving schools in remote areas or areas where existing structures are too small to cope with Yemen's growing number of students. The Ibn Khaldun school in Aden, for example, once had as many as 50 children per class due to too little space and increasing student demand. Under the program, additional classrooms have been built. Enrollment continues to increase, but the number of students per classroom is now only about 30.
The school expanded to 12 classes and a multipurpose room.
IDA-funded programs to assist the most vulnerable also include Yemen's urban and rural water supply and sanitation projects. The projects aim at improving sustainable water and sanitation services in Yemen's urban and rural areas. The streets of this poor neighborhood in the country's capital were once full of sewage. Under the sanitation part of the project, a new underground sewage system is in place, and houses are being connected to it. Neighborhood officials say they hope the successful sewage project can serve as an example for neighborhoods across Yemen.
We have now hopefully found the path to complete the water project and the sewage project. People are happy with this project.
The projects have led to advances in supplying valuable drinking water in Yemen as well, by way of establishing cisterns and tanks around the country to store rain in. Tanks have been built in even the remotest areas, as have wells for groundwater. Where possible, some homes in rural areas are being directly connected to water tanks. And farmers are benefiting from irrigation projects like this one, which stores rain that can be used to water crops. Farmer Muhammad Saleh says with the new water source he'll grow bananas now, in addition to guavas and mangoes. Before this project, we used to have to get water from far away, he says. In addition to the water and sanitation projects, IDA funds Yemen's public works project aimed at improving living conditions by supporting community infrastructure like the paving of these one-time dirt roads. The goal is to improve services and environmental conditions, particularly those affecting women and children. "We used to get so tired. Now it's much better," says this woman. Yemen's Health Reform Support Project is also funded by IDA. It aims at increasing access to maternal and child health services through the creation of centers and clinics like these, for example, where parents bring their babies for vital vaccinations. The same centers provide essential information on what vaccinations are needed and when. A computer record of each child is made, and mothers can consult female doctors about their children's health needs. The project has also led to improvements in Yemen's clinics for women, where pregnant women receive free gynecological and delivery services, or training in ways for women to hygienically deliver babies themselves. Other IDA-backed projects in Yemen include vocational training for people to learn important skills they can use at home or to generate income, skills like sewing, weaving, and computers. Also aimed at generating income is Yemen's IDA-funded Fisheries Project. The project aims at developing Yemen's fisheries sector and improving household incomes of fishing communities through better fish marketing, quality control, and preservation. The project, say the benefiting merchants, is creating the venues they need to sell more fish locally and abroad. Under the project, these vendors are receiving the marketing skills they need to export these squid to Korea and Japan.